What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Commander. Oh, damn. I keep forgetting about that. My name is New England Gauntlet, and welcome to week 2 of the NFL season, where we got the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. It's two of the most exciting teams from last season. The Commanders were a complete surprise from everyone. Everyone was like being down on the Commanders, thinking that they weren't going to be that good. They blew away everyone's expectations, and making it all the way to the NFC Championship, only to get crushed by the soon-to-be Super Bowl champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, the Packers, also lost to the Eagles in the wildcard round. So, yeah, this is gonna be this is actually gonna be a pretty fun game for Thursday Night Football. So, yeah, we got Jaden Daniels taking on Jordan Love on Thursday Night Football. Yes, sir. Let me know in the chat or in the comments down below who you guys got winning this game, made your score predictions, and also feel free to leave a like and that subscribe button down below. I don't know if I already said that part, but if I did, well, that's the reminder. Yeah, we're on the road to 4 subscribers, so anything would be greatly appreciated. And yeah. Without further ado, we're going to jump right to the simulation. So, let's do this thing. Let's go. Alright. Ugh. Yep. Alright. Looks good. Awesome.
Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers taking on Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The kicker, Ramiz Ahmed, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now, he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's second and 10. Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Going back to Love. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now it's 2nd and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackler used his strength and swallowed him up.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Throwing. Love. Here's a ball deep from Musgrave. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 4th down, the Packers called on Daniel Whelan to punt. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. So here's Washington now backed up a bit to start their first drive. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
On 1st down, here's Daniels to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and a couple. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can can really hurt you.
Here's 3rd and 9. Now Daniels. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call it?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Daniels now to throw on first down. This one caught by Crowder. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. On the catch, it's Crowder. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Jaden Reed is deep for Green Bay. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Love. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Love from the gun. Musgrave's got it out right, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ready?
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Love looking to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
No, old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Anders Carlson now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Daniels. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Up the middle with Eckler. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 and 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now. Daniels looking to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go and they'll bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6 and now it brings up 3rd. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
Third and 12. Throwing now is Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. To throw now, here's Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, just like last play. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Quick slant to Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
3rd and 5. Now Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Love now. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and a yard. Love, they go play action now. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Daniels now on 1st and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give him a first down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
to the air goes Daniels. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Second and 10. To throw again, Daniels. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Daniels from the gun on third down. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Back to throw. Love. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10. Looking to throw. Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be Washington football now with a first and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin from 10 yards out. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Love. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He was able to connect with Terry McLaurin for the touchdown pass on their previous drive. And now they begin here 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 56.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off. And it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here we go. Black 40. Right there. Ready to go.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Carlson on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Washington offense set to take over again. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good for Washington, 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Play action, now it's Daniels. Open man down the field, it's a tight end Simmons. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here, because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw. Daniels. That one is slant to McLaurin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw. Daniels. Ertz has it left side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice Nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Connect. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Back to throw. Daniels. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3 tight ends up front here, third and goal. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Love now to pass on first down. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On first and 10, Love completes it again to Dobbs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From Washington Commanders territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Throwing. Love. Slant around, he's got Dobbs. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
First down, going to the air with Love. That's going to be caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave, 28 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Now Carlson for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the result, a Green Bay score. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Daniels. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On first down, here's Daniels to throw. Buying time to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Deputy Timberwolf.
Daniels now to throw on first down. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
After the sack, here's second and 11. Looking to throw. Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Yellow, 43.
Final play of the half, Love. Throw caught by Musgrave. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's Daniels. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Eckler now between the tackles. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 46, here's second down and 8. To throw is Daniels. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Second and 9 from the 44. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Off the play fake, Love. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Four receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4. Love looking to throw it. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Daniels. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Daniels looking to throw. Finding Ertz again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And Washington has taken the lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Now for the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. 65 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Jordan Love ready on first down here. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy is covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson from 10 yards out, and the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Carlson on for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question is, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he he's done here in this one so far. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Daniels. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 39. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd and 7. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. Packer pressure, and down he goes. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
On play action. Love to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Play action this time with Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Right there. 54, right there.
Let's go. Hey, ready to go.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And some room to work. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 109 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To throw now, here's Love. Touchdown! Christian Watson with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now Carlson for the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Daniels now on 1st and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Credit the defense there to Quay Walker, getting behind the line of scrimmage before they can rip off any sort of a gain. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. It's Eckler again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. And we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. To the air goes Daniels. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs, and he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Love from the gun. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. A complete once again to Watson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And the Washington offense going back to work. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome. They go play action. Daniels. His throw incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off the play fake, Daniels. Now he steps away. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Daniels. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now. Well, he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
2nd and 5. Love now. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Love. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Dorrance Armstrong drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards? Wow, that's a really big game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
A tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Daniels. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here's Tressway now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
1st down, Love to pass. A short throw to Musgrave. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes, and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a 1st down.
Play fake. Here's Love. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here we go, set.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 129 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time it's... And look at this! They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Look at my team.
A 1st down throw for Daniels. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Daniels. Out left to Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. On the bootleg, it's Daniels. And that's into the hands of Eckler. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Washington. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. In motion right comes Reed. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing. Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. Quick slant to Watson. And he's got this down to the 35. Quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Yellow, 22.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he has a Packer 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes the script. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They run it with Jacobs.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here we go. 53.
To a knee goes Love, and that should be that.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen.
Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle. They wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
Wow, what a game. Alright, we're going to look at the stats real quick. So Jordan Love went 3-4-47 with 412 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions, and his longest pass of the night was from 37 yards. And Jaden Daniels went 32-44 with 368 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception, and his longest pass of the night was from 32 yards. For rushing, Brian Robertson Jr. had 3 rushing attempts for 12 yards and a touchdown, and his longest one of the night was from 10 yards. And Josh Jacobs had 28 rushing attempts for 144 yards, a touchdown, and his longest run of the night was from 25 yards. Terry McLaurin had 13 catches for 172 yards, 3 touchdowns, and his longest catch of the night was from 27 yards. Christian Watson had 9 catches for 124 yards and 2 touchdowns, and his longest catch of the night was from 24 yards. Luke Musgrave had 10 catches for 137 yards, a touchdown, and his longest catch of the night was from 37 yards. And Romeo Doubs had 9 catches for 109 yards, a touchdown, and his longest catch of the night was from 24 yards. And for blocking, Zach Tom allowed a sack, Sean Ryan allowed a sack, Tyler Biadasz, I think that's how you say his name. I can't speak right now for whatever reason, but he allowed a sack. Rasheed Walker allowed a sack, and Cornelius Lucas III allowed a sack. Alright. For the defense, Keyshawn Nixon had 2 sacks. Rashawn Gary had 1.5 sacks. Dorrance Armstrong had a sack. Dante Fowler had a sack. Isaiah McDuffie had a sack. Jonathan Allen had a sack, and Devontae White had half a sack. For kicking, there was only 1 field goal the entire game, and that was by Ramiz Ahmed, which was from 56 yards. And for punting, Tressway had 8 punts for 295 yards, and his longest punt of the night was from 47 yards. And Daniel Whelan had 5 punts for 218 yards, and his longest punt of the night was from 49 yards. And for kick returns, Keyshawn Nixon had 5 returns for 136 yards, and his longest return of the night was from 29 yards. Chris Rodriguez Jr. had 5 returns for 120 yards, and his longest return of the night was from 26 yards. And for punt returns, Jane Reed had 5 returns for 10 yards, and his longest return of the night was from 3 yards. And Jameson Crowder had 3 returns for 5 yards, and his longest return of the night was from 5 yards. And that is all that's happening in this game as the Green Bay Packers win a shootout in Green Bay, Wisconsin, beating the Washington Commanders 35-31 on Thursday Night Football. Very fun game here tonight. Alright. And that is pretty much all. That's pretty much like all I got for you guys for tonight. So thank you guys so much for tuning to this video. If you guys made it to this video, make sure you guys do like, hit that subscribe button down below if you're not already around the road to 400 subscribers. And with that, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the night. I will see you guys on Sunday. And with that, have a great rest of the night, guys. And as always, stay awesome.